door awakens. Try opening it now, Zadaza.
This fall. Zadaza has been peeking at this for... What did you do, Famia?
Scholarship in action, my friends. Now, let's make some discoveries.
Ah, yes. Let's get to it. We're crocodile bait out here.
Style door release. Fascinating. Oh, a bit of help, please. Just pull that lever there. Push! I meant push! Ah!
Famia, are you alive?
Zadaza, you avoided the trap?
A rock fell on Zadaza's beautiful tail, but otherwise she's fine. The others fell into separate rooms.
Mara's mercy. Try to find a way around. We'll look for the others down here. Our blessed Famia. Like Zadaza said, they must have fallen into different chambers. Well, every great explorer has triggered a trap or two. Well done! Let's find... Oh, dear. You don't think there are any snakes in this water, do you? Some kind of mechanical bridge? Oh, remarkable! I don't see an obvious way to lower it. It must relate to these pulleys somehow. Look! Those columns in the water feature the same symbols as the counterweights. A 2-ton weight pulley puzzle. Person... rate, we'll find the Kajinjak crystal in no time. My friends, too. know. What to do, what to do. Wait, look up there. Flint vine! That could do the trick. stay here and try to keep Kirsteleth calm. I probably should have been more specific. Yes, I believe so.
Terrifying. I heard shouting from across the chasm. It sounded like Varro. He needs help. I just need a moment.
All right, rest here, but not for too long. The crystal's almost in reach. Let's go help Varro. Hold on, Varro! We're on our way! Aim for the abdomen!
took a real beating during the fall. Leg broke like a dry twig. Want some advice? Don't get old.
Varo! Don't move! I'll get down there to heal you. Somehow.
Famia's crystal is through the next door. Hop down, yes? This one will follow. Exhilarating, yes? This one thinks the door is unlocked now. Give it a push.
You see? You aren't the only one who can find side passages.
Note this one's very genuine surprise.
The Kajinjat crystal! At last!
Careful, Famia. We have had enough falling and screaming for one day.
Sound advice. It should just be a matter of wedging the pressure plate and... there. Finally! What was that? Mother mercy! Run!
Distracted, Walker. Zelda will open the door.
Instead, don't stand for that.
The door is open.
Damn,
Hurry.
Leg. I'm right behind you.
Chest! We should...
Leave it, Elf. You'll never get out in time.
Right, you're right. Run!
Up the ladder. Quickly, please. I hope you see now. I do not exaggerate about the Zanmirs. Are you all right? You are not wheezing or leaking blood from your ears. That is something, at least. A fair question. In truth, I came to rescue Famia. I will admit a certain affection for her. She is kind-hearted and loyal. Ha, no. Have a care with that crystal, Biko. If it is truly the Kajinjat, you should not let it jangle around in Vamia's purse for long. I know that, if mishandled, it could lead to something very dangerous. So I would appreciate...
That Zukas is always so polite. I don't know where I'd be without him. Despite the mishaps, we have the Kajinjat crystal, thanks in no small part to your contributions. Cause for at least modest celebration, right? No, of course not. Though some have gone worse. Anyway, we shouldn't dwell on the missteps and bungles. Need I remind you that we recovered the Kajinjat crystal? Yes. Well, I had hoped to discuss that in private, provided this little...
Farewell, everyone. Please, do not make me do this again.
Well, that was exciting, right?
I have never seen more spiders.
Are you joking? We nearly died.
Welcome, my friend, to exploring with Famia.
That's hardly fair. Our last expedition was...
Spike Pit.
Well, yes. But before that...
Angry Naga Heart Eaters.
Ah, but what about that trip north? That wasn't...
Many, many crocodiles.
Madus lost his hand to one. Remember Madus?
Zadaza mostly remembers his screams.
Yes, but need I remind you, we acquired the Kajinjat crystal?
Good for you. As for me, I'm out. This elf is sticking to woodland adventures from now on.
Smart. I'm sitting the next one out too. Here, elf. I'll walk you home.
Are you certain you're up to it?
Ale's cheap in Little Moth, and there's not a beast alive that's going to stand between me and a tankard right now.
Fair enough. Just take it slow, all right?
A one-legged Imperial and a wood elf fresh out of the cradle go wandering into the swamp. What could go wrong?
I owe you my life.
I can't believe we all nearly died in there.
Another temple conquered, eh?
These are the offices of Cyrodiilic Collections.
You're here! Excellent! Welcome to the headquarters of Cyrodiilic Collections. Yes, we'll get to that. But first, payment for services rendered. You helped me acquire the Kajinjat crystal and recovered 3 Argonian treasures besides. Peerless work, my friend. Peerless! Now then, are you ready to discuss my offer? I certainly hope so. I honestly don't know what I'll do if you turn me down. It's my missing companions, Eshraf and Dainia, the explorers whose bags we found out in the marsh, remember? A legend. Some say it's a massive gem, others a magical egg. Either way, I fear Eshraf and Dainia's disappearance is linked to their search. Zukas's message said to meet him at the Tiba Enu field in Altan Mir Halil. Tiba Enu's a local sport. I have no idea how it's played. There's a ball involved, I know that. I'm babbling, sorry. I do this when I'm nervous. Please. Oh, certainly. Zukas enjoys friendly relationships with practically everyone, even the Nagas. The Nagas are a breed of Argonians. I guess breed is the term. Hostile? Well, I mean, they're certainly aggressive, but hostile has all kinds of connotations I'd rather avoid. Well, one of my expeditions took a brief detour into Deadwater territory. They took us as hostages almost immediately. They broke my arm in 3 places, tied me to a raft, and sent me headfirst down Hookup Falls. Luckily, I'm a strong swimmer. I'm casting them in a very poor light. Honestly, Are you sure you want me to bring you into this? Eshraf and Dainia only knew its name, and now they've probably been kidnapped. Very well. As I said, no one really knows what the Remnant is, but it's just everywhere. Tree minders whisper about it when they think no one's listening. It's tucked away in poems and songs. It's always there, just below the surface. Like I said, people think it's just a legend, so they ignore it. But once serious scholars like us start asking questions, start making those first... All the folktales imply that the Remnant shares a deep connection with the Hist. Well, some of the songs end with an unworthy snake swallowing the Remnant and turning into a hideous giant that ravages the land for 100 seasons. So, keep an eye out for snakes.
Pico! Can we speak? I have a business opportunity. You look like someone who knows a good business opportunity when you see one. Increased business for me, extra gold for you. The instrument of my people. For many Argonians, the dulcet croaks of Avosa Sata remind them of the sounds of home. First, we must learn everything we can about Captain Jimala and how to make a good impression. Talk to people who have... You have worked with the legendary Khajiit Sea Captain? Pico, the sun truly shines on me today. Even so, I do not want a deal that's purely dependent on her goodwill toward you. Appearances, Pico, appearances. Jimala travels the world and has refined tastes. One cannot simply walk up to her and offer their wares like a wandering... Of course, outsiders respond. I'm rather busy right now.
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles, down deep within the swamp.
Oh, Galish, such things you say.
Your voice is more beautiful than the croaking of a Bosa Sato.
Oh, stop it. You're going to make me blush.
Together we would hatch many eggs.
There is no one so...
large and robust that all would be in awe.
Are you saying what I think you are?
Become my Uzet Pico, Wayward. The bonding ceremony awaits.
Of course. Oh, Galish, you made me so happy. Yes? Is there something I can do for you, Ojel? What is this really about, outsider? Ah, Neshdika must have employed you as an envoy. Very clever. Know that Captain Jimala is a shrewd negotiator, but yes, the Prowler. Captain Jimala's ship. She can't very well be a sea captain and prominent trader without a good vessel.
Welcome to Lilmoth, friend. Is that a shrewd and discerning gaze I detect? The Khajiit Sea Captain, huh? Everyone wants to work with Jimala. Impress her? No, that wasn't how I got close to the Sea Captain. No, I showed her courtesy and respect.
From its sap, we gain our life. By its judgment, we end strife. Tribe and his, sky and sun, all connected, all are one. All connected, all are one. Sitting beneath its swaying leaves, hearing its words within the breeze.
Bet the dead of Tanzelwell had a lot to say about
I
Irene.
erect the spine of Peyo. I can't do that. You're going to jail. Just kidding. You can go.
Neshdika, the instrument crafter. Interesting. Often enough to put a few meals on the table. I did my job and made sure to follow the captain's commands to the letter. Captain Jimala appreciates a no-nonsense approach to Maiga. No surprise there. I'm what the locals call a Lukial Argonian, and you get a few suspicious looks from the locals, the Naga in particular. But for the most part, we're more or less left alone. Yeah, except for the pity everyone shows me.
New partner, come, speak with me. Ah, my friend and partner. Were you able to find out about Captain Jimala's... Well then, we should have little trouble. You can gather the frogs, while I put the finishing touches on the instruments. What a strange question. We need the frogs for the Vosa Saddle. How else would... I'll be in my shop, preparing the Vosa Saddle. See you soon, partner.
It seems that Cyrodiilic Collection has just found something worthwhile. Their Khajiit lockpicker just bought a round of drinks at the tavern.
I heard. Seems they finally found their way into the Sonagiva Zanmir. Lucky them.
Sonagiva? Didn't that place just collapse? They're lucky they made it out alive.
A new hire.
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles, found deep within the swarm.
These feelings are deadly, but I can. Why do I cling to my trouble?
How am I supposed to dance to this?
Despair over lost ones, those I must avenge. Hatred and sadness, a thirst for revenge.
The Argonians here are just...
Reaching the path ahead.
Though the Saxhleel generally choose to live in tribes based around a history, Lilmoth is a merchant town with no true leadership. That is why there are so many travelers in this town. Deeper in the swamp, the tribes tend to be more isolated and hostile to outsiders.
Professor, can you tell us what an Uzith Biko is? I've overheard some Argonians referring to it, but I'm not familiar with the term.
Oh, well, it's a term used for a ritual partner that performs,
In the dry-skin tongue, you would say nest friend. I am sure you can draw the meaning of such words. You are scholars, after all.
All connected, all are one. Sitting beneath its hear the hiss speak its words to me. Hear the hiss speak
No rancid brews here.
to me. Which sparks the needed change. Kuvaste, Kuvaste. One
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles, found deep within the swamp.
Oh, Galish, such things you say.
Your voice is more beautiful than the croaking of a bird.
Ah, is that the aroma of toad musk I smell? How do... So they are. How good of you to join us, little... Welcome to your new home, my little friends. Now, let's listen to how it sounds. Pure perfection! Take this masterpiece to Captain Jimala with my compliments. That should secure us a deal. Our little friends are happy, I am happy, and Captain... Of course, I always keep an ear hole open for important information such as that.
I'm quite busy, can't you see?
What?
hear the hiss speak. Hear the hiss speak its words to me.
I must finish this.
I'm surprised to see you in this part of the world, old friend. Not that I'm complaining. It's always good to see you. But intriguing. Deals keep bringing me back to this swamp after all. So many captains consider Lilmoth to be beneath their notice, but their loss is my gain. Vosa, what now? Tell me more, envoy. What is this contraption and why should I care? The sound of home. Yes, I can see the profit in that. I target tavern owners. I think what you said will make more sense after another couple of drinks. Still, it's exotic, I'll give it that. And I love it. It sounds like, well, a bunch of croaking frogs to me.
We must.
Shunate, why do you last? Why do
So, tell me, friend partner, was Captain Jimala impressed? Will she? The sun shines on my scales. 5.
Come on! Why are you just standing there? Let's go! What?
Ah, sun's blessings, Biko. Only the scent of conspiracy. But not yet, but that is soon to change. I do not need to convince you. That is good, if a little disconcerting. Lowe's work shows...
Are you gonna play or what? What's the holdup? Tiba Inu? More like Tiba... you know... I have got no tusking idea. Neither do these lizards. When I got here, they were all just lying there. I don't know, half a dozen maybe? They were bouncing them off that rock, and then the other team started hooting and slapping their chests like monkeys. They rushed the hill, formed a circle around a rock, and started standing on their heads. They started singing. Then one of them shouted, "Enu!" And everyone flopped over like they were dead. They laid there for 15 minutes, then the game was over, I guess. Tusking nonsense. If that's a sport, I'm a hearthwife's dustpan.
These teams are not evenly matched. Makusta hasn't even had her third lick of the frog, and they put her in left field. You've never seen Tiba Inu.
Very well done. You must be half Riverboa, Biko. Loswug looked hypnotized. No, I give you too much credit. He has a brain like a bone trout. It is not just notes on business dealings. It is a description of friend Famia. On Famia and her explorer kin also, I think. We cannot be sure, though. Simple Loswug carried only this letter. The Dragonstar Depot in Lilmoth. I leased them the land. I should tell you, the Dragonstar Dryskins are not over-fond. In the chilly lake we call negotiation, a good reputation is like a sturdy raft. Yes, as the depot is sinking, it started with Domitia Nausicaa. She oversees the Dragonstar Caravan Company's affairs here in Murkmire. Yes, she and her tradekin arrived during the dry season. She told me that they wished to build a trade depot on the Fen Island south of Lilmoth. I agreed to lease the land in exchange for the return. I paper the walls of my home with evidence of dryskin treachery. That is a joke. Ojel, people who do not speak the root's tongue. A kinder word for outsider. For Domitia? Yes. The island flooded, as it always does during the wet knee season.
You! Who are you? What are you doing in there?
Inu kal soku hoto grill.
Success? That is good. Taking a life closes more doors than it opens. A valuable lesson that goes largely unheeded. The blackguards? Kayak. They are a cruel bunch. It is Deadwater make, but a Deadwater Naga would never give up a weapon willingly. My doubt spine quivers, but there is only one way to find out. A murder in the heart of Lilmoth. Yes, that would be Jaxic Orn, I think. A call or war captain of the Deadwater tribe. Yes, why would I not be? Things are not so simple here, Biko. Naga warriors kill and kidnap and steal, yes. But we are all children of the root. Oh yes, definitely. Like I said, there are no guarantees with the Deadwater tribe. It is like dealing with one of your stray bark dogs, I think. Scratch its chin right, it will listen. Scratch its chin wrong, it will rip out your throat.
You're back. Excellent. Did you find Zukas? Any word on my missing explorers? Blackguards? Oh, those ill-mannered brutes are the worst kind of trouble. I have more unwelcome news. Our companions, Zadaza and Kirstalef, have also gone missing. Really? I can't imagine that they'd be enthusiastic about helping us, but I suppose Zukas would know best. Oh, goodness. I never even mentioned her before, did I? Her name is Cassandra.
So, this is the adventurer you mentioned, Famia. Excellent. Greetings. I am Cassandra. I regret that it's taken me so long to make your acquaintance. Famia told me all about your heroics in the Zanmir. Speaking of heroics, thank you for trying to find our lost explorers. Very well. I do hope you will exercise caution. The blackguards are not particularly bright. Yes, I'm familiar with Jaxic Orn, a very proud warrior. Hopefully, not too proud. If we have common cause with the Deadwater tribe, it only makes sense to cooperate. Blackguards. Unwelcome news, isn't it, Whiptail?
I'll handle it. Give me 2 hours.
No. Our new friend has the situation well in hand.
Though the Saxhleel generally choose to live in tribes based around a history, Lilmoth is a merchant town with no true leadership. That is why there are so many travelers in this town. Deeper in the swamp, the tribes tend to be more isolated and hostile to outsiders.
This dark elf could use a break.
is the calm after the storm. We must pick up the pieces and continue, despite all the things we lost.
Oh, I need to get these calendar tablets back. Many apologies, traveler, but the Zinche... Did you not come to see the mon... That's the sting. I erect the spine of thanks. To mock me, I'm sure. He who held the title of Jekawas before. Oh, the Zinche Kodu is not merely a calendar. That is one of its purposes, yes. The days of stone nests.
Welcome to my home, Biko. You arrived just in time. Cassandra, yes. You and Famia would have to speak to her, I guess. You need me to describe them? She wears her flaws like I wear my feathers. For Cassandra, all the world is a mess.
What were you thinking? Bringing this thing here?
Look at it, Iskanaz. This was Saxhleel. It should rest with the roots of the Hist.
That is an aberration. You'll poison the Hist with its corruption.
You're heartless.
I am only thinking of the good of the tribe.
Let the Tree Minder decide.
We should leave it to the bog. Surely you agree. Oh, Tree Minder. The Ojel, just as you said.
Greetings. I am Tree Minder Pavu of the Brightthroat tribe. The chimes spoke of a visitor's approach. Our Hist welcomes you within its boughs, and so do we. That is a load off my mind, Bikojel. It is good to know that at least one thing is going right amid all the misfortunes looming. We are amidst the preparations for our tribe's most vital ceremony. Now, a warped and withered stranger has died at our roots. An ill omen for the arrival of our guests. These past weeks, the Hist has been agitated. It has given me signs that I believed were warnings for the bonding to come. But now I feel that I've misinterpreted. The chimes speak of pain. Our children are suffering, but they are not hatched. The egg tenders have brought me no concerns about the clutch's well-being. The only thing I am certain of is the Hist's grief. If the Hist's wisdom is infinite, the Hist favors you. But there are other reasons. They are not suited to it. Suspicion is not in our nature. Unlike many tribes, we welcome Ojel to join in our...
I will be at their beck and call, Tree Minder. This way, Bikojel. Perhaps a tour of the Egg Tender's quarters is of interest. It is just up the way. Our visit should not arouse suspicion. We host many guests, but your discretion would be appreciated. Ah, Keenum, Mime. We have a guest very interested in our customs. Please, show them the utmost courtesy.
Sorry about the mess here. Got kicked over during the commotion earlier.
Have you come to learn all you can about egg tending before you witness our bonding ritual? I'm sure Mime would be happy to help you. I am soon. It is normally quite pleasant, but before the bonding ritual it becomes insufferable. Suddenly the village is full of experts, if you take my meaning. No, just dries my scales. The eggs are blissfully unaware of all this scrutiny, I think. I don't remember all the gawking and complaining, certainly. Some herb. Smells sharp as the thorns. Wouldn't use it to season fruit, that's for certain. Must be one of the others. Just put it back with the rest of the food. Maybe under glass. I'm no herbalist. If you're worried someone's trying to poison us, I promise it is normally quite...
You really want to talk to me? Visitors never want to talk to the egg tenders. Did you know that we are the only tribe that bonds with other tribes? It may not seem so from the luster of our scales, but it's true. Well, my egg sister Mina had to lay her first clutch with a copper eye that didn't know which direction his tail should face. But no, we care for our eggs. They return to the hist. There are signs to look for. Dry shells, lacking luster, thin membrane, an empty shadow. Inevitably, they sink into the roots and fade away. Because they are bright throats, we are shaped the way our hist desires. Strange. Let me see them. Oh, these are just dragonthorn. Nothing to be concerned about. Don't know how they got mixed in with the fruit, unless someone's feeling superstitious. Well, it has many uses, but we mostly grow it for potions to add in fruitful bonding. Our ancestors believed chewing the leaves helps the body prepare healthy eggs. Nobody really does that anymore. We trade it to the Deadwater for their warriors, to give them vigor in battle. But I hear they've been having problems with reproduction, so...
Satisfied with your visit here? There is no rush. Anything in particular that caught your interest? Poison? Oh, this is dragonthorn. We mostly trade it to the Deadwater tribe, but it's a fairly ordinary medicinal plant. Then perhaps we have a traitor to the tribe. To think, it is beyond imagining. You should visit the Uzith, our nest among the roots of the hist. Perhaps the egg tenders. I will meet you at the Uzith, the nesting beds.